A first alert forecast.
I wanted to share this map again. We talked about it about 10 minutes ago, but here it is again, the flood watch, which is in effect from now through 8 a.m. on Sunday. And you can see notably we have a few counties that are not included under this flood watch. That'd be Steuben, LaGrange, Noble, and Kosciuszko. They could be added at some point depending on the exact storm track, but the way that moisture is going to be streaming into the area over the next couple of days will definitely add a bit of stress onto areas that have already received plenty of rain. My own personal rain gauge, north side of town, almost 2.5 inches of rainfall just yesterday. So I know some of you, well, more than that, maybe just a little bit less than that. Of course, rainfall is always very spotty as far as how much ends up actually falling. But it is these areas shaded in green that have the highest potential, perhaps, of seeing some isolated ponding, perhaps some river flooding. Here's a look at satellite and radar. Lots of cloud cover right now. Started off the day with a little bit of sunshine. But here's some of that rain that continues to spread north and eastward. Not so heavy now, at least not for the most part. We are seeing, though, more showers off to the south and west. That will really only increase throughout the day tomorrow. There's plenty of moisture. This is that time of year where the Gulf just kind of opens up, gives us the opportunity to see several rounds of showers, which is true to April's name. Future track, looking at a few showers here tonight, spreading north and eastward here. I would expect not a lot of activity until the second half of the day tomorrow. So we expect a generally dry half of the day, and then throughout the afternoon into the evening on Friday, the rain will increase here. Could have some pockets of moderate, maybe some heavy rain too, from about 4 to 6 p.m. or so. There might be a bit of a lull, depending on which forecast model you believe. Some have us a little wetter, pretty much nonstop from 4 to midnight tomorrow night. Others have at least a bit of a break, but either way, whatever break we might see would be short-lived. It is looking likely we'll continue to see a stream of rain here through Friday night. What's notable, and again, this goes along with that flood watch, is that areas north and west of Fort Wayne, given the current storm track, appear to miss the worst or the heaviest of the rain. It's south and east of Fort Wayne that seem to be kind of focused on that heavier rain chance, not just Friday night, but even into Saturday. Look at Saturday afternoon, early evening. Mostly seeing rain, not super heavy, but just fairly steady. But north and west of the city, still not a lot going on. So Kendallville, LaGrange, you're going to have a bit of a different weekend. Generally just mostly cloudy skies, perhaps a few spot showers. But again, that's just given the current track. It could wobble a little farther north. So I wouldn't say you're going to be rain-free all weekend north and west of Fort Wayne, but you have a better chance at least of seeing lighter rainfall amounts. Maybe even a few sunbreaks by Sunday morning, not just north of Fort Wayne, but across the area. We're still calling it partly to mostly cloudy, but at the very least looking drier. Through Friday evening, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain expected by about 8 or 9 p.m. from Fort Wayne northward. South of Fort Wayne, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. And then as we extend this all the way through Saturday night, about 1 to about 1.5 inches, maybe close to 2 inches in our far southern communities. Go north and west of Fort Wayne once again, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rainfall. Want to give you the first alert too that we're looking at another cool down. It's going to be brief, but a cool down nonetheless early next week with another passing cold front that could drag a few snowflakes back down to the forecast by about, I'd say 2 to 5 p.m. or so on Monday. So Friday through Sunday, yeah, some scattered showers, ending showers though Sunday. Sunday looks like the driest day here over the next few. And then Monday, we'll see some sunshine, partly sunny skies by the first part of the day. Toward the afternoon, could see a few snowflakes mixed with a little bit of rain. Chilly on Tuesday with a high of 43, but we should recover back to the mid-50s with a little more rain by the end of next week.
All right, Matt, thank you for everything. And we